In Chapter 6 of The Outsiders, while eating together in the car Dally borrowed, Dally tells Ponyboy and Johnny that Cherry feels like the whole mess was her fault and offered to testify that the Socs were drunk and looking for a fight and that the murder resulted from fighting back in self-defense. Suddenly, Johnny announces they're going to turn themselves into the police. Dally ominously warns, you get hardened in jail. When Johnny asks Dally if his parents are worried about him, Dally answers that the boys are worried. Clearly, the strongly implied lack of concern from Johnny's parents bothers Johnny a great deal. Johnny asks Dally if he should remain on the run for the rest of his entire life, but Dally doesn't get a chance to answer. The abandoned church is now in sight, and it's on fire. Ponyboy and Johnny leave the car to investigate. There had been a school picnic before the fire broke out, and some of the children are now missing. Ponyboy suspects that he and Johnny accidentally started the fire with their lit cigarettes. When they hear cries coming from the church, Ponyboy and Johnny run into the burning building. They discover 4 or 5 kids in a back room and rescue them all just before the front of the church collapses. Johnny shoves Ponyboy out a window, but doesn't make it out himself before a burning beam crashes down across his back. Ponyboy hears Johnny scream and tries to go back into the burning, crumbling church, but Dally knocks him out. Ponyboy comes to in an ambulance with one of the school's teachers, Jerry, at his side. A shocked Jerry tells Ponyboy about explosions in the church that sounded just exactly like gunfire. Ponyboy knows it was the loaded gun they left in there. At the hospital, Ponyboy is released with only a few burns and a big bruise across his back, but Dally is brought in on a stretcher and Johnny is unconscious. In the waiting room, Ponyboy tells Jerry the whole story of the accidental killing of the Socs. Jerry thanks Ponyboy for saving the school children and believes their heroics may help get them out of trouble, especially since the murder of the Socs was in self-defense. Soda and Derry arrive at the hospital and hug their little brother. Though the Greasers act like a big brother to Johnny, he's still deeply hurt when Dally tells him his parents didn't ask about how or where he is. Conversely, Ponyboy finally understands that Derry's always riding him and yelling at him because he really loves his younger brother. Derry fears losing another family member he loves, and he drives Ponyboy so hard in order to push him to make something better of himself.